Olivia Newton-John, aged 16 at the start of her incredible career. Now we're about to meet another Aussie superstar who got his start in the 60s as well. At 18, he had his first #1 hit, Poison Ivy, and concerts that outsold the Beatles. Now he's just finished touring with the incredibly successful Long Way to the Top spectacular, seen by over 200,000 people around the country. Here to perform one of the tracks from Olivia's new album 2, would you please welcome Billy Thorpe.
Since you sparked my imagination, baby, baby, I'm mad about you. Trying hard to keep control. I tell you more than you need to know. Anything to keep my cool. Toward the line, not break the rules. I've been good for most of my life. Well, I just might change that tonight. Baby, baby, I'm bad about you. Hey, Billy! Trying hard to keep control. I'll tell you more than you need to know. Anything to keep my cool. Toward the line, not break the Hall of Fame award because everybody was blind drunk by the end of it. But I think, you know, what I said, if I can remember it, you know, Olivia Newton-John is one of the most successful recording artists of all time. And she has been and remains proudly Australian and is held in the highest regards by the royal, from everybody like the royal family, and is without doubt our greatest and most respected ambassador, or one of them. I mean, it's funny that after all these years, because we've had so many sing-songs with at Pat Farrah's house. I mean, do you remember the night we had the sing-song Australia versus America? And there were all of these guys from West Side Story. And they beat us because we ran out of songs. We ended up singing Waltz and Matilda 25 times.
We sang Australian songs, and then they were singing American musicals. So it was the Battle of Australia and America. It was really quite
across a big grand piano, about 35 or 40 people. And
Who was representing America?
oh, I don't remember. There was all kinds of people. There were all kinds of musicians and stars. But we've sang a lot together. I wrote some stuff with John Farrah for Olivia way back.
At the start of your ARIA speech the other night, you thanked someone. We're going to replay a little bit of that speech.
First of all, to my teacher at University High in Melbourne, Mr. Hogan, who told me that if I was thinking about singing, I'd never pass my matriculation, so to follow my dream, thank you, sir, because your words decided my future.
Mr. Hogan sounds like a bit of a new age guy. Do you think he was ahead of his time, telling you to follow your dream?
I think he was just being honest. It was amazing how a little thing like that can really change the way you live your life or make a decision. Because I remember the newspapers they had pictured me in school uniform, and they had a picture of me on Sunday Side Up, and it was kind of school or stardom, and my mum was all involved in this, you know, whether I should go back to school or not. And I think that teacher telling me that if I was focused on something else, I wasn't going to make it through. It was like, great excuse, I can leave, you know. So I left, and I felt really guilty for a number of years. I used to have terrible dreams about, you know, going into exams and not knowing anything, and it took me a few years to get over it. But I learned in another school, the School of Life, so it was okay.
The reason I thought we'd mention that now is because your headmaster gave you a different sort of advice, Billy Thorpe.
Well, because I started on television when I was 11 years old. I was doing TV 3 and 4 nights a week, and making more money than my headmaster when I was about 12. And I was never... I used to get to school, I was doing gigs at 12 and 13, and so I was always late, and he hated me. So I told him I was going to go to Sydney to, you know, to try and make it. And he said to me, Thorpe, you'll never amount to anything, you know, so...
Thanks a lot.
After I had, well, you know, wonderful. So I thought, right, I'm an Aries, you know, Aries just don't forget. And when I had the first couple of hits, one of the James Bond Aston Martins was brought out here for promotion, so I bought it. I got in it, drove it out of the showroom in William Street in Sydney, went straight to Salisbury High School, waited for the assembly where there was like 1,800 kids and did wheelies around and went... Like that. It felt so good.
Thank you so much for being here and being
Thank
part
you.
of this special. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Thorpe. And we'll be back with more of Olivia in just a moment.